All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I told you I was going to be doing some upgrades to my Ramblas. Well, this is the one that I did the upgrades to. And if you want to know what I've done, things like, are you able to make it tubeless? Well, we're going to find all of that out in this video, so let's get into it. The Ramblas itself, when you get it stock from Aventon, I mean, it's a great bike, and it really is. But you, like me, might want to do some upgrades to it to make it even better. So let's go ahead and start off with the front end. The main thing that I wanted to upgrade was the forks. So I purchased a Fox 34 float 29 Fit 4 factory boost fork. Now I purchased it for $581 from Backcountry. Now I checked their site and it's now $779. One of the things that I really liked about these forks is these gold Stantons, and that is a nice accent to this Borealis paint job. The forks that come with the Ramblas are spring loaded and you can only adjust the rebound. These Fox forks have air suspension and rebound control. These forks also come with a quick release through axle. That way you can quickly get your wheels off the bike without any special tools. These forks come with an orange decal set. Well, I went ahead and took them off because I wanted it to match the bike better. And I got this Fox Racing Shock Fork decal kit. It was only $30 on Amazon. I added this Fox Racing mountain bike mudguard. It's only $14 and I got it on Amazon. Now for the cockpit and stem, I ended up adding these Trail One Hellgates grips. They're only $27 on Amazon and I really like how these feel. I wasn't a fan of the drop post lever, so I bought this P&W Loam Lever 2. It's moss green. Make sure you get the 22.2 clamp version. I found it for $69 on Backcountry. The technician at the bike shop, when putting my forks together, had this yellow FSA headset spacer. He decided to put it on the bike to give it a little pop of color, and I like it. It's only $9 for a pack of 10 on Amazon. Now I know what you're wondering. Can you run a tubeless setup with the stock rims on the Ramblas? And you can. It just takes some of that rim tape to seal it up. I changed the back tire to a Maxxis Aggressor. It's the double down version because I wanted a stronger sidewall for this bike. I got it for $98 on Amazon. For the front tire, I changed it to a Maxxis Minion DHF. It's also a 29 by 2.5. It's 3CG with XO Plus, and it's $93 on Amazon. These tubeless valves are made by Muck-Off. They are the 44 millimeter ones. They're $28 on Amazon. We used FlatOut for the tire sealant. We used the Sportsman edition. This is what I use on all of my bikes. It's thicker than the normal fluid that they would use for a tubeless setup. So we just think that it's going to perform better. To be honest, I don't know. I wanted to replace the stock dropper seat post. I wasn't really happy with it. I felt like it was very stiff and didn't move to my liking. So I ended up getting a 2024 Fox Transfer FS Kashima 31.6 millimeter with 150 millimeters of travel. I got it for $359 on Backcountry. I also wanted to change out the stock seat. This is the WTB Pure Saddle. It's only $68 on Amazon. Now the total cost for this build would be $1,594. Plus I spent another $160 in labor having all of this installed, bringing it to about $1,754. I know that's a lot of money and not everybody's going to do that, but I'm just kind of experimenting and I really, really like the Ramblas. And the thing is if I like how this setup is, well, I'm going to do it to the Aurora one as well so I can take my buddies out and we can go out and have fun on these bikes. Now, if you are interested in the Ramblas, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. Also, if there's any of these upgrades that you think you might want to do to yours, well, I'm going to leave those links in the description down below as well so you can easily find them, and then you can just pick and choose what you want to do to yours. Now, I would love to get this bike out on the trails. I'm still nursing an accident that this leg's kind of messed up from a mountain bike accident, which at some point that video is going to come out if I ever get it edited. So just stay around. If you want to see how this bike performs here in the future, well, go ahead, like, subscribe, or do whatever it takes to make that happen. And when that video comes out, well, you'll get a chance to see it. But besides that, that's everything I've done to this bike so far. And I want to thank you for watching. So until I see you again, enjoy the ride.